Oh, hey, Shalom, Akim. Shalom, Shalom. Just give me a second. Struggling against the wind right here. Uh, it's locking. Like I said, I'm fighting the wind right now. So bear with me, Akim. All right, got the signs. Signs all pretty much anchored for the most part. I got my tripod anchored for the most part. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of the things you gotta worry about out here. All right. Salaki. I might not be able to use my sword today. Real talk. Yeah, I might not be able to use my sword. It's so hefty and breezy, you know what I'm saying? The wind is pretty strong today. So nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? I brought my other means of bringing out the scriptures, man. So the water Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, so with that, without any further delay, okay, this is your brother Zakaria Allah. Shalom, shalom. All right. Once again, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Okay. Coming out here bringing this truth, preaching the word. I'm here preaching the word, you know what I'm saying? Bringing out bringing out the warnings, bringing out the sound doctrine. You see what I'm saying? And hopefully help seal the elect. You know what I'm saying? So before I get started with this camp, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I've grown in this truth under. All right? Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's going to come. Okay? Shalom to the Akwa that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands, guiding their children. All right? Shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. You Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, all right, through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all. Okay? So, you know, going into the understanding of all the prophecies that we're seeing, you know what I'm saying? So much is happening all around us, man. So much is happening. Looking at looking at the situations that's going on geopolitically, looking at what's happening, you know what I'm saying, domestically, okay, within Babylon the Great, aka America, okay. Everyone can see that there's a change that's happening, that we're currently in the midst of a great shift, okay, a great shift is happening where the America, all right, America is openly being called a bully. You know what I'm saying? America is openly being called the aggressor. You see what I'm saying? And now there's so much talk with concerns of these small hats. You see what I'm saying? As I just heard one of got into the reporting. What was it? Elder Yashalam. It was Elder Yashalam who had brought out the fact that Benjamin Belkowski, okay, is coming from Israel to visit America, all right, and to discuss war plans and the possible strikes against Iran. You see what I'm saying? So this thing's about to ramp up again, man. It's all about to ramp up again. Okay? This is not going to slow down. This is not going to it's not going to be pushed to the back burner, man. All right? This thing is happening. You see what I'm saying? This thing is happening. And there's no turning it back. You see what I'm saying? These nations aren't just going to go and say, you know, let's come to a peace agreement, you know what I'm saying? Let's all talk of peace now. No, man. That's not coming anymore. Right? Like I literally just saw an image that was speaking on Putin. All right, Putin is pretty much telling United Nations, or not the the European Union, pretty much telling them all, hey man, if you don't figure something out soon, you know what I'm saying, roughly paraphrasing, if you don't figure this shit out, all right, this thing is this defeat, Slacky, this defeat is going to be so immense that there's not going to be anyone left to speak on peace. There's not going to be anyone left to negotiate peace. Okay? And a lot of people, Slacky, And a lot of people refuse to look at the history of what went down with NATO, with the EU, with Russia. A lot of people refuse to look at that. They don't look at at the involvement with the West, you know what I'm saying, in Russian affairs. So they don't know about the agreements that NATO had, okay, in promising Russia that they wouldn't expand further towards the east. Okay? And so now with the driving force of NATO, being America, no longer 100% backing them on these things, all right, and reneging on every promise that they made. Now the European Union, NATO, and the EU are looking at America sideways. Now they're rethinking their partnership, okay, their involvement with the United States, excuse me. All right, they're questioning these things. And now they're looking at America, all right, clearly on the campaign to go and take over Venezuela. You see, they was talking about, you know what I'm saying, drugs and cartels and all that stuff. But now the whole lid has been blown. You see what I'm saying? The lid has been blown. People are seeing, all right, that the whole mission was to go over there to Venezuela to take the oil. You see what I'm saying? Venezuela has the most oil reserves. Okay? And all these oil companies want to go and tap into it. And then on top of that, all right, the U.S. currency is on its last legs. All right? On its last legs in terms of its currency. What's the currency called? And that's it for it. And that's it for the trust that everybody has in America. See, because when there's no money, okay, why should they feel inclined to come and support them? Okay? Why should they feel inclined? That's what's happening right now, man. That's what's happening. People are starting to see, well, hey, hang on a second. This place isn't as prosperous as it once was. So let's pull back a bit. You know what I'm saying? And let's focus on our own interests now. Because we can't see them as a leader anymore. We can't see this place as a proper function, okay, to further bring ourselves and our country and our people into prosperity. That's not happening anymore. Okay? So now the shift is happening. Now the shift is taking place. Okay? And these people, all right, these people are about to drag America into this conflict, as prophecy said that they would. Right? So let's get that real quick. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 49. All right. Locked. Bear with me, I can. Jeremiah chapter 49. All right. Jeremiah 49 and 20. It reads, therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Edom, and his purposes that he had purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. All right. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. The least of the flock of the Edomites, the least of the flock of the house of Edom would be the tribe of Amalek. The tribe of Amalek. So the Amalekites, all right, the Amalekites will draw out the rest of these Edomites into war. Okay, into war, and they're going to draw all the nations, man. Everyone's going to get involved in this. Okay. Everyone's going to get involved. And so this is what's going to cause the chaos. This is what's going to cause the breakdown of society in America, man. All right. When this dollar crashes, the hope and the faith and the dreams that everyone has in America, all right, that American dream is gone. It's gone. There's no coming back from that. Right? Sloppy. No, let me just. What was I thinking? Grab. Let's go to Jeremiah. Actually, let's stay in Jeremiah. I was trying to get a couple of verses up. Let's just go to Jeremiah chapter 50. All right, Jeremiah chapter 50, Salakia. Jeremiah chapter 50. Let's go to verse 10. Verse 10, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 10. It says, in Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith Yahweh. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls. See? And bellow as bulls. You become fat with the fatness of your wealth, with the fatness of your acquisition. You see what I'm saying? This is what's happened, all right, for the great nation known as America. All right, that great city as it's called. All right. Verse 12. It says, your mother shall be sore confounded. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land and a desert. Because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited. It shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goes by Babylon, shall be astonished and hissed at her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon, round about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against Yahweh. Okay, that great war is coming, man. The world war. Okay, the third woe. All right, and it's only a matter of time, man. It's only a matter of time. We only got a couple more precepts. We only got a couple more prophecies to play out before this thing reaches its climax. Right? We have the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? We have the hour of temptation, which will be encompassed by Jacob's trouble. Okay? The hour of temptation comes as a response to Jacob's trouble, or the solution. All right, the solution is going to be presented as the solution to Jacob's trouble. To all these things that's going to be taking place, to all these things that's going to be going on here in Babylon the Great. All right, where people are going to lose everything. They're going to lose their finances. They're going to lose their living and their livelihoods. They're going to lose all the things that they relied upon. Okay, this is what's going to happen. And so all this convenience. All this convenience, this newfound convenience, if you will, is going to be brought out by Esau Edom. Esau is going to be, is going to be providing this digital device, all right, as the savior to your problems. Okay? So all of that has to take place. The Jacob's trouble, the mark of the beast, which is the hour of temptation, okay, before the climax hits, before the climax of world war. You see, there's going to be fighting. There's going to be fighting throughout Jacob's trouble. There's going to be wars everywhere throughout Jacob's trouble. Okay, people are going to be drafted. All types of shit that's going to be going on. People going over to the Middle East, the so-called Middle East. Okay, people are going to be doing these things while all the chaos is erupting here at home, okay? Where there's no food, there's no water, there's famine everywhere, there's no commerce, okay? Because the economy is destroyed. So all that's left is war. Like Gerald Salente says, when all else fails, they take you to war, okay? And this is going to be that war that ends all wars, right? And once that mark of the beast is established, once it is made mandated, that mandatory, okay, that subdermal device that's going to go underneath the skin, all right, that microchip, once that is mandated, that's when we can start to see, all right, that's when we'll start to see this war ramping up, all right, Salaki. All right. All right, this is Jeremiah 50 and 15. It says, shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her foundations are fallen. All the things that so-called made America great, okay, they're falling now. You know what I'm saying? The democracy, the freedom, this whole illusion of prosperity, okay? Everyone can see it. Everyone can see through it now. Everyone can see, like, wait a minute, this don't add up. That don't add up. Okay? You said that you said this was about drugs, this is about cartels, powder, and all that type of stuff, man. This is about these gangs, these drug lords and all that stuff, man. This is what you say. You see, every time when Esau is about to make his move in absolute wickedness, he needs to have a moral high ground. He needs to have a moral argument to make. You see what I'm saying? Because if he doesn't have that, then he can't go on, all right, with his wickedness. You know what I'm saying? He has to masquerade himself as the righteous man. You see what I'm saying? So shout against her, round about. She has given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath done, do unto her. It's the same sentiment that you see in Revelation, the 18th chapter. It's the same thing, quite literally. See what I'm saying? All right? Cut off cut off the sword from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest, for fear of the oppressing sword. They shall turn everyone to his people. They shall turn everyone to his people. It's the same thing that's written up in Isaiah the 13th chapter. The same thing. Everyone is going to turn against this place. Everyone's going to go back. They're going to go back, retreat over to their countries. They're going to leave this place, America, flee back to their countries. You see what I'm saying? All right. And then you got these maggers thinking that, oh, this is a wonderful thing. You know what I'm saying? This is great. You know what I'm saying? But they don't realize that they themselves are becoming more and more and more isolated. And there will be no more assistance. There will be no more allies. There will be nobody else in your corner. You see? There won't be anyone else to support you. This is what these red-blooded Americans don't realize. They don't see the walls that's closing in on them. All right? Right? Like the scriptures say in Obadiah. This, in Obadiah. Slot. So Obadiah 1, Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 2, it says, Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Slot. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Okay? Thou art greatly despised. And you look carefully, look closely at America's #1 ally, as they claim. Look closely at what's going on with these small hats, with these tiny tots. All right, with these so-called JOOs. Look what's happening to them. All right? Lord will now get into a video that I got. Okay, your boy Satan Yahoo. Okay, that joker is desperate right now. He's desperate. Okay, everyone's after his neck. He's got all these accounts of war crimes. The ICC wants to come after him. The ICJ. Okay, the International Court of Justice wants them. Okay, countries are starting to say that if you come over here, we will arrest you. You see what I'm saying? Okay, it's not working out for your boy. It's not working out for your boy Malkowski, man. It's just not. All right, and he's got all these agents that's going around trying to stop this word from continuing forward. You see what I'm saying? Spying on the prophets. Watching the prophets, man. You know what I'm saying? Agents are coming around camp now. Right? There was an agent that stopped by the camp in a valley. You know what I'm saying? All right, where the elder Atazuman had to address him. Okay, this thing is becoming more blatant because they know that time is short. They had to make their move now. They have to make their move. They have to catch us in our words. They have to get us to say something that they can use. All right, that they can use to demonize us, to categorize us, and to make themselves have a moral argument against us. You see what I'm saying? The accuser of the brethren, man. So they are greatly despised, man, beginning with these Amalekites and all the so-called white people. All these people, all right, all the so-called white man, you know what I'm saying, is being seen as the perpetrators, being seen as the problem. Okay? Because the rest of the world can see it. The rest of the world can see that you're the one that's going around subjugating all these places, you know what I'm saying, taking all the resources. You're the one that's polluting all the air. You're the one that, and then you turn around and you say that it's the poor people. You say that it's cows. You say that it's farm animals that's causing the problems. No, it's you. It's you. See what I'm saying? It's you. They'll say that it's the so-called black woman, you know what I'm saying, that's taking all the welfare and whatnot. You see what I'm saying? It's because all of us are breathing too much carbon. You see what I'm saying? But last I checked, it wasn't a nigga that went out here and started cutting down trees. You see what I'm saying? So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, we have not done this. You have polluted the whole land. You see what I'm saying? You broke the everlasting covenant. You turn this thing upside down, man. It's you. Behold. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? See, this is the arrogance. This is the pompous nature of the Edomites, man. And this is why they're going to come down, man, because the scriptures say, all right, a proud look is infuriating to the Heavenly Father. It infuriates him. Okay? And the scriptures call you thou most proud. You are the most proud, the most prideful. Okay? And the Lord is coming to visit you. Shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's time for y'all to finally just shut the fuck up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's time for y'all to shut up. Going around saying that you're the morally superior ones. When all the things that you have been stolen. All right, what you stole from the Gadites, what you stole from Reuben, what you stole from Issachar, what you stole from Asher. You're literally trying to steal the oil from Asher right now. Huh? What you stole from Naphtali, what you stole from Levi and Benjamin, what you stole from Judah. You see what I'm saying? What you stole from Simeon. Everyone, all right, everyone has seen your atrocities. And now there's an inquisition against you. Now there's an inquisition. There's a light being shined on you and your wickedness, man. And everyone wants a piece of you, man. Everyone wants to take you down. That's what the scriptures say would happen. Let's get this Habakkuk. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. It reads, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death and cannot be satisfied. But gathereth unto him all people, all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. All right? But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him? and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. All right? You have heavy debts that you have to pay, man. Okay? Heavy debts that you gotta pay up, man. That's why the scriptures say, what she has done, do unto her. What she has done, do unto her, man. The cup which she has filled, fill to her double. You see? That down for a second. Check this out. All right, so this is from basedunderground.com. All right, and it says right here. All right, lock it. It says right here, will 2026, all right, will that be the year when conspiracy theories about globalism are proven true? All right, is 2026 going to be the year? Huh? Slocky. Now it won't let me click on it. All right. All right. Salaki. It says for decades the word globalism has been wrapped in dismissal. Anyone who questioned supranational powers, if anyone questions supranational power, not supernatural, but supranational powers, all right, centralized financial control or coordinated policy across nations was labeled paranoid, fringe, or unserious. You know what I'm saying? I remember years ago, before I was even in the truth, and I first learned about this chip. And the funniest thing is that I was an atheist at the time. All right? I was an atheist at the time. And I remember talking to a couple coworkers, and I said, "Yo, man, this they're making a device. They're making a device that's going to go underneath your skin. All right? They're making a device that's going to be that's going to monitor your health. It's going to monitor your finances. It's going to control your finances and whatnot. All right? All information is going to be on these. It's going to be on these chips, and yada yada yada." That was back in I think that was back in 2012. Yeah, I think that was back in 2012, right? So back in 2012, I was talking to my coworkers at a previous job, and I was telling them about this device, and they were saying, "No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. There's no way that would happen." You know what I'm saying? That's That's technology. That will never happen, man. You know what I'm saying? And they went against what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? And they went against it hard. But here it is now. Here it is. If they're still alive, they're seeing this thing happening right before their eyes. They're seeing the digital economy, the digital ecosystem. Shall I say? I don't know if you can call it that, but you know what I'm saying. All right, a whole economic system based upon the digital databases that they are creating. Okay, so the world is starting to see what the prophets was saying. You know what I'm saying? What the prophets was talking about, man. And our apostles have been harping on this thing back in the 80s, before there was Windows 95, before there was a Dell, before there was Windows Gateway. You know what I'm saying? All right, HP Pavilion. Okay, Alienware, all types of stuff, man. Before all this technology, before Nvidia, before Nokia, before the first cell phone, the prophets was talking about this. See? So those co-workers, they thought they made me out to be crazy. And that was in 2012. How much more was our apostles being made crazy to seem crazy back in the 80s? How much were they being seen as weird? You see what I'm saying? Back in the 80s, the 90s. Okay? Shit, man, the first Bluetooth headset, all right, that was seen in what? In Star Trek. And here it is. Everyone has a Bluetooth device. You see what I'm saying? So that just lets you know that the prophets are speaking the words of the Heavenly Father. And the word has gone forth, man. Everyone can see this thing playing out. All right? And that's why Apostle Har says all the time, when this device becomes mandated, when this device is everywhere and you have to get this in order to function in society, without it, you won't be able to buy anything, sell anything. You won't be able to move anything. You won't have a job. You won't have a car. Eventually, we're all going to lose jobs. Eventually, all of us are going to lose our jobs, man. You got to be prepared for that. But when this device becomes mandatory, then all these other camps that came against the prophets, that came against the men of great millstone and the men of likewise doctrine, you see what I'm saying? They are going to fumble. All right, they're gonna be all over the place, man. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna be all over the place. You saw Captain Tazariak. Captain Tazariak getting bombarded with questions twice on his live, twice on the phone. You see what I'm saying? Which lets you know that everyone can see this thing happen. Everyone can see this, can see it formulated. All right? It's no longer a mystery. In fact, let me grab this. Let's go to I gotta hurry this up before my phone dies. Yeah, that's the thing about when you use these devices in the cold, you know what I'm saying, they lose their battery life even faster for some odd reason. Let me get this first in Sirach chapter 27 and verse 2. It says, as a nail sticketh fast between the joinings of the stones, so doth sin stick close between buying and selling. So does sin stick close between buying and selling. Okay? So let's go to Romans chapter 10. All right, so this is Romans chapter 10. Romans chapter 10, starting at verse 13. It says, "For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher?" All right, a prophet. "And how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach, all right, the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things." All right, but they have not all obeyed the gospel. They have not all obeyed the gospel, man. Like I was getting into this morning, all right, dealing with the 2/3. All right? Like I was getting in with the 2/3, man. This ain't for everybody. This is not for all Israel, man. This is not. It's only a remnant out of every tribe, man. That's what's going to be saved. That's who's going to be saved, man. And nobody else. The innumerable multitude, that's Israelites too. See what I'm saying? But they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah says, "Lord, who has believed our report? So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of our power. But I say, have they not heard? Have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the end of the world." You see? So the Lord's words has gone throughout the four corners of the earth, man, by the way of his prophets. We have done our jobs. You see what I'm saying? And we're still doing it until the time comes where there is no more work. There will be no more work, man. Yahweh Shai said, "I must work the works of him that sent me." All right, while it is still day. The night cometh where there will be no more work. And the night is fast approaching. Once it hits, Jacob's trouble hits in the hardest spots. You see what I'm saying? We are now in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble, where the fear and the contempt has rested upon the northern tribes, man. All right, so-called Latinos, Hispanics. You see, and even the so-called Native Indians are getting mixed up in this madness. You see what I'm saying? And it's all going to start to trickle down. Okay? The northern kingdom gets it first, the southern kingdom gets it worst, and it's about to get bad out here. Real bad. You see what I'm saying? People think this is a game. It's not a game. This is not a game, man. So it says, but they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah said, "Lord, who hath believed our report?" Who believed it? Who had believed it? The Lord said that he set forth 7,000 men who will not bow the knee to the image of Baal, man. They will not bow the knee. You see what I'm saying? So Esau's going to get who he's going to get, man. He's going to get who the Lord allows him to get. And that's just going to be the end of the story for these 2/3, man. You see what I'm saying? Because the ones that don't get caught up in the sword, the ones that don't get caught up in the famine, the ones that don't get caught up in the pestilence, all right? Those 2/3 get to see the nukes come. Those 2/3 get to see the nukes fall on their ass, man. All right? And I hope these damn these turncoats, all right? I pray that these turncoats receive that final judgment, that second death, man. I hope they receive that. I hope that they get to stand there pleading to the Lord to spare them, saying, "Lord, Lord, have I not done great marvelous works in your name? I did debates, I did all this stuff. I marched. I bought land. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is going to say, depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I don't know you. You see what I'm saying? I don't know you. All right. And they're going to stand there watching all the elect being beamed up. The ones that they was going against they was going against the prophets, they was going against the sound doctrine, they was going against it. And they're going to stand there and they're going to watch as the elect men being beamed up. And they're going to stand there just left, crying and sighing and weeping. The Lord said there will be much weeping and gnashing of teeth. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And he's not playing. He's not playing, man. This is a serious thing. This is a serious thing that we do, man. Come out here day after week after week, month after month, season by season by season. And we come out here and we prophesy, we preach, okay? Through the fear of the Lord, we persuade men, right? Because we know the great might of the Heavenly Father. We know what's coming. We know that you know, pain and suffering is about to befall this place, man. See what I'm saying? You got niggas like Chief Ephraim, right? Bishop Nathaniel trying to make it, trying to build something here, man. You got these jokers that's teaching this thing for filthy lucre's sake. Okay, now they're all of a sudden just destroying the doctrine, just destroying it. You see what I'm saying? Because they think that this is going to give them a pass to easy street when Esau comes and starts to bring down the sword on the sheepfold. You see what I'm saying? But you don't know who Esau is, man. You don't forgot who Esau is. You forgot about him. You forgot about how he works. You forgot what he's really about. When he uses his tools, he destroys his tools. You see what I'm saying? I don't care how many zeros he put on that check. I don't care how much money he gave you. He is about to turn on you. When he is done using you, he will destroy you. He shows no love even to his own. What makes you think he's about to show love to your goofy ass, your black ass? And you are black. Understanding the word black, you are black. You damn turncoats. You see what I'm saying? You fucking damn, man. To think that we're this close to the end. To think we're this close to the end and you would do this. We're this close to the end, then you would completely turn against the Lord's sheep. You see what I'm saying? And you would sell them out like this. It's gonna be a terrible time for those who've been playing this game, man. Close it out. So this Luke chapter 12. Luke chapter 12 and verse 45. It says, but and if that servant say in his heart, My Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the manservants, to beat the men servants and the maidens, and to eat and drink and to be drunken. The Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him asunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. There it goes. So I'm about to close it out anyway. Verse 47. And that servant which knew not his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, not to do according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not and did commit those things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they shall ask the more. All right? So, man, hey, this thing's coming. I am come to send fire on earth. And what will I if it be already kindled? It's about to be chaos, man. And this devil's about to move fast on the children of Israel, man. He's about to move fast on the children of Israel. And you turncoats, all right, you sellouts, it's about to feel it, man. You sellouts is about to get it. 2026, Lord willing, I'm going to do a lesson on that. 2026 is going to be the year of apostasy, man. 2026, the year of apostasy, sellouts, turncoats, wicked ass demons, man. And the Lord has been recording everything that you've been doing. Everything that you've been doing, every deal that you've been making, the Lord has been recording it via his angels. See? And we send up curses on you, turncoats. We send up curses on you, demons, man. We send up curses on Deacon Hakar, on Brother Hassan, on fucking Alazar but lawyer. We send up curses on all these wicked demons that have taken and destroyed the doctrine. You see what I'm saying? And they're leading the flock astray because they care nothing for the sheep. You see what I'm saying? Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Shalak Vayam Wa Anashim Wagim Wa Abagim Wa Mashapakim. How all these wicked demons, man. All right? Ayakno. All our enemies. And that includes you 2/3 who continue to be on these devil's side, man. Right? The Lord's got all of your number. He's got all your number, man. All right? Nobody gets away. Nobody gets away and just pretends, all right? They just pretend to be in this thing, and at the end of the thing, at the end of the race, at the end of the fight, because we can clearly see the finish line right in front of us. Now it's time to shift everything and take away everyone's hope. Take away everyone's security. Secure in this word, secure in the truth and the knowledge and the doctrine and the understanding. You're trying to take that away from them. You're trying to take that away from the precious saints, man. All right? All you Israelites who are on the fence, you better get off that fence and get to safety. Get to safety. Listen to the men of Great Millstone. You see what I'm saying? Listen to the men of the likewise doctrine. You see what I'm saying? Coming in the name of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? It's time to make that choice, make the decision, make the discernment. Discern who is for this truth and who is not. Who's playing games with you and who's not. Who's about this for the money and who's about this for your salvation. You see what I'm saying? It's time for you to start thinking about this. It's time for you to start praying and fasting. You see what I'm saying? Be about the truth, man. All right? Because this devil's coming down. He's coming down with great wrath. He's coming fast. All right? I wanted to get this real quick. This is from Technocracy. Slock it. Uh, this is from Technocracy, technocracy.news. It says the reality of George Orwell's 1984. Okay, this is the reality that I was seeing taking place right now, man. Let me read a couple paragraphs. All right, Slock it. It says to some readers, Slock it. It says to some readers it may seem like a rhetorical question to ask whether the narrative of George Orwell's dystopian novel 1984, first published in Britain in 1949, has somehow left its pages and settled like an ominous miasma over the contours of social reality. Yet closer inspection, which means avoiding compromised mainstream news outlets, discloses a disquieting state of affairs. Everywhere we look in Western countries, from the United Kingdom to Europe to America, all right, what meets the eye is a set of social conditions exhibiting varying stages of precisely the no longer fictional totalitarian state depicted by Orwell in 1984. Needless to stress, this constitutes a warning against totalitarianism, its unapologetic manipulation of information and mass surveillance. We're seeing these things. We're seeing these things come to pass. All right, as the prophet said that they would, man. All right, so I just want to get a little bit of that. All right, the cold is starting to get a little chillier now, so I'm gonna have to cut that there. All right. So with that, this has been your brother Zakaria Allah. I pray you all were edified. All right, on this lesson. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and for our glory and this truth under. Peace and blessings to the hope of elect. All right, Shalom.